Good morning. It is 7:42 here in Southern California. It is the 30th day of January, 2023. It's Don. Thank you very much for joining us. Um, if you're watching this, please leave a message or something like that in the comments or something like that, because right now I don't even know if I'm being broadcast here. Here's the thing. I have discovered exactly how they plan to silence. I know I have probably said a few things that will infuriate the right. I've also said a few things that infuriates the left, like we failed in the election. That's how we are probably going to wind up having President Marjorie Taylor Greene. So what they're doing is they're going to go after you um, by copyright takedowns. There are companies out there that are not necessarily um, connected directly with copyright holders. And most copyright holders, as long as you give them some sort of credit or something like that, and you're not trying to make money off of them, and it's, like news and stuff like that, usually it's all right. There was a little piece of music that was, I guess, connected to something that I posted, which I didn't even know was there. And there was a copyright takedown on Twitter. I had to go through their rules and stuff like that and acknowledge that I, read their legalese, and now I'm back on Twitter, technically. But because of things that Twitter has done in the background to almost everyone who has a third party connection, I had to put a link to this on my Twitter feed, a physical link, instead of having, something that's connected directly. If you're not a techie person, don't worry about it, okay? But I'm also finding out that I was going to try something that would be broadcast on Instagram, finding out that the link that I am using in terms of, what when you see something like, see link in bio for whatever it is, somebody at Twitter says that particular link was spam. And I wasn't even using that link. I was using the link that was connected to YouTube. This is how they're going to shut me up. This is how they're going to silence me. Or at least try to. I will not be silenced. There are important things I need to say before I die. And I will say them. Even if it's to an audience of one, I will say them. Even if it is to an audience of air, I will say them because there are things that need to be said. My problem is I never really believed in censorship in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And apparently everybody else does. And not, and I refuse to go along with their plan. I refuse to go along with their scheme. I am going to say what I'm going to say, one way or the other. So here's the deal. And if you're listening to this on the replay, thank you very much. Here's the deal. My regular website is going to go live in the next 2 or 3 days, if not today. That will be radiodon.net. Everything is going to be there. It's my website. It's my domain. I own it. Or at least I pay a pretty good chunk of money to keep it going. And that's where all my links are going to be from that point on. If I say something is in the link, you just go to radiodon.net and you'll find it. I'm just tired of all this. There was a time when you could just basically speak your mind, and you didn't have to be careful about what you say or how you say it. And now it's like, for instance, on TikTok, you can't say the word kill. You have to say some stupid phrase, unalive. We can't say the words. This is what frustrates me. You cannot say the words anymore. You can't express yourself freely anymore. Because if you say the wrong thing, it's a conspiracy theory or it's misinformation or whatever it is. We can't even say the word lie. So, like I said, we are going to be doing. We're going to put just about everything in radiodon.net. That would be that would include the Substack. That will include the piggy bank. That will also include the link tree. Everything's going to be there. So they can't say it's spam. And I'm trying to find a way to see if I can create my own thing. Look, I know I don't have the audience to justify, asking people to do a Patreon and something like that. I don't have anything to do behind the scenes and stuff. I'm just mean. I'm just a guy who's just looking at the world going absolutely crazy and finds himself almost powerless to do anything about it. And the only power I have is this voice. This voice has kept me alive for 50 years. It's the only thing I've got. And I am going to use it, damn it. I'm going to use it. You can throw all the DCMA BS at me all you want. You can shut off my RTMP or whatever they call it. You can shove me in a little corner that no one's going supposedly to see, but guess what? Someone will. And if I can get to one person to get them to open up their minds to see what's going on, that open mind is going to open up other open minds. That's why they hate I hate the term woke, but that's why they don't want you to be, quote, woke, unquote. They want you to be dead inside. Because if you're dead inside, you will not open up and see exactly what's going on. And that's what I fight every day for. After the stroke I had almost 3 years ago, I realized that I am on borrowed time. And that there's a limited time to say all the things I need to say. But I will say them. Somehow, by hook or by crook, I will say them. And I don't care if you're MAGA. I don't care if you're resistance. I don't care if you're left, right, center, or fringe. To be quite honest with you, you can all go to hell. Unless you truly wake up. Not being woke. Because woke is a term that's a past tense quote. You need to be awake, and you need to be alert, and you need to be aware. And you need to take action as well. That's what I'm rededicating myself to today. No one will silence me until I am 6 feet in the ground. And even then, I may find a way to speak up. Okay, this is the part where I ask you to like, subscribe, send money, and I really wish you would. We are up against it this month. And 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, whatever would help. A thumbs up would help if you're listening to this on YouTube. It would help the algorithm, whatever that is. But if you want to do something for me, just do this one thing. Think. Think. We have been instructed not to think. We have been instructed not to consider. We have been instructed not to think, critical or otherwise. And don't let anyone tell you how to think. If you are against the grain, I don't care who you are, be against the grain. I do have the right to call you foolish, and you have the right to call me foolish for calling you foolish. But basically, that's what a free exchange is, Elon. It's not shutting people up. Because I am not the arbiter, and you are not the arbiter, or anyone else is not the arbiter for anyone else's thoughts or actions. So basically, that's basically it. That's all I have to say today. Um, RadioDon.net when we get it going. Until then, everything we're on is on linktree/RadioDon, linktr.ee/RadioDon. You will see that at the end of this video. You can help us out by just, putting something in the piggy bank, paypal.me/RadioDon. And we will talk soon.